Okay, here we are, Matthew Russell Lee, Inner City Press, here at the Southern District of New York Courthouse today, Monday, March 17th, 2025. Actually, today, we'll get to something at the end. We're going into that building at 10 a.m. But first, we're covering 3 trials, all of them in 500 Pearl Street. One is the K-Flock trial, the Bronx drill rapper, Kevin Perez. Of course, we're also covering Iran and Charlie Javice. But this case of Kevin Perez has really grabbed us because it involves not only cooperators and a gang and music, but the use of music to seek to convict the defendant, and most recently an attempt to bar testimony of prior good acts by the defendant. So we're going to be covering it. I think it may wrap up this week, and we're all over it. In the Iran murder for hire trial of Medvedev et al., Omarov and Amirov, Masih Alinejad will be testifying this week. Which day, we don't know yet, honestly. But we've had the man testify about driving around Brooklyn with an AK-47 and then having his mother in Azerbaijan be apparently threatened by one of the defendants. And then the U.S. gave green cards and brought them here and somehow got a job as a nanny, which the person isn't showing up for. So the cross-examination was very much sort of saying that it had been an overcompensated testimony. That doesn't change what they did, and it doesn't change what Iran did. So we'll see what happens. Javice, we're all over it. That case is just very slowly moving forward about poor old J.P. Morgan not doing due diligence to a fraudster, of course. Now, on a larger picture, we're covering Mahmoud Khalil, and over the weekend we wrote a story that they've now said that they had to move him out of Elizabeth, New Jersey detention facility because of a bed bug problem there. Bed bugs, you got it. Somehow he went in, but you can't stay more. Maybe they have a special pod for non-bed bug inmates. In any event, I'm expecting to hear Judge Furman. He's asked for additional briefing, not on bed bugs, but on some of the relevant precedents. And also, we covered on Saturday the Judge Boasberg D.C. hearing about the Tren de Aragua, etc., flights to El Salvador. The flights had already left, according to the White House, and were over Yucatan Peninsula. Still, I was on the call. I'm expecting some action from Judge Boasberg, and we're on point for it. Now, the reason I'm speaking kind of fast is that I learned only this morning that the case to unseal Sebastian Greenwood's OneCoin crypto fraud claim, our longstanding appeal to unseal his sentencing letters, looks like yours truly is going to have to argue it. I don't know. I don't want to get into the reasons behind it all, but it's on a live stream, so it could be a total. It literally. I learned of it when I woke up this morning. So I'm heading to FedEx to print out the brief, and to be continued. We'll also cover the United Nations, where we've written scoops over the weekend about corruption in South Sudan and Libya, but we'll leave that for another day. Inner City Press, on the move.